Have you ever heard a tale that left you questioning reality? Our first story revolves around the chilling case of Elisa Lam. In the heart of downtown Los Angeles, the infamous Cecil Hotel has been the setting of countless tragedies, none more perplexing than the death of Elisa Lam. A bright and vivacious student from Canada, Lam was staying at the Cecil Hotel when she vanished in February of 2013. Her disappearance was marked by a series of eerie events, beginning with a peculiar 4-minute video clip from the hotel's elevator surveillance camera. The footage captured Lam's erratic and perplexing behavior just moments before she vanished. She was seen pressing multiple elevator buttons, peering anxiously into the hallway and making strange gestures as if interacting with an unseen entity. Days turned into weeks, and the guests began to complain about low water pressure and a peculiar taste in the water. The hotel staff investigated and made a grim discovery. Elisa Lam's lifeless body was found in one of the hotel's 4 water tanks, a place nearly impossible to access without setting off alarms. Despite exhaustive investigations, the circumstances surrounding Elisa Lam's death remain an enigma. The autopsy report revealed no signs of trauma or illicit substances that could explain her strange behavior or tragic death. This lack of concrete evidence has led to a whirlwind of theories, with some suggesting foul play, while others hint at the possibility of the paranormal. The Cecil Hotel, with its checkered past, has long been rumored to be haunted, and Lam's mysterious death only adds fuel to those ghostly tales. Could it be that Elisa Lam encountered something otherworldly during her stay at the Cecil Hotel? The baffling circumstances of Elisa Lam's death continue to provoke speculation and shivers even today. The mystery of her final moments, captured in that haunting elevator footage, remains unsolved. The chilling case of Elisa Lam serves as a stark reminder that sometimes reality can be stranger and far more terrifying than fiction. Next, we delve into the spine-chilling tale of the Amityville House. Nestled in the quiet town of Amityville, New York, this Dutch colonial structure bears a sinister past. A year prior to 1974, the house was the grim stage of a mass murder, where an entire family met a tragic end. Despite the house's blood-soaked history, the Lutz family, filled with optimism, moved into the large dwelling. Little did they know, they were stepping into a realm where the normal rules of reality were twisted by unseen forces. Their dream home soon turned into their worst nightmare. They began to experience phenomena that defied explanation. Strange, foul odors permeated the house. Cold spots appeared out of nowhere, and objects moved without any visible force. The family reported witnessing demonic apparitions, the sight of which could chill one's blood. Their ordeal didn't end with the setting of the sun. The nights were filled with terror, the darkness bringing with it a heightened sense of dread. The family's sleep was frequently interrupted by unexplainable sounds and chilling whispers that seemed to echo from the walls of the house itself. Their fear escalated to the point where they could bear it no longer. After just 28 days, the Lutz family fled the house, leaving behind their belongings and a piece of their sanity. They never returned, their lives forever marked by the haunting of the Amityville house. Their chilling experiences caught the attention of the world, inspiring a best-selling book and several movies. Each retelling of their ordeal sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to listen. To this day, the Amityville house stands as a haunting reminder of the Lutz family's 28-day nightmare, a grim testament to the thin line between the world we know and the one we fear, the one that exists in the shadows just beyond our understanding. The Amityville house, a haunting reminder of a family's 28-day nightmare. From the heartland of America, we bring you the eerie legend of the Mothman. In the mid-60s, the otherwise quiet town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, was gripped by a chilling tale. Residents began reporting sightings of a terrifying creature, unlike anything they'd ever seen. They described it as a large, humanoid figure towering well over the height of an average man. Its wings, they said, were expansive and menacing, and its eyes, glowing a sinister red, seemed to pierce through the darkness of the night. This creature, soon dubbed the Mothman, quickly became a phenomenon that haunted the dreams of the townsfolk. The sightings were not isolated incidents, but a series that spanned over a year, intensifying the fear and intrigue. The creature was often seen near the outskirts of town, lurking in the shadows, its eyes glowing ominously in the dark. But the story took a tragic turn in December 1967, when the Silver Bridge, a vital link between Ohio and West Virginia, collapsed during rush hour. 46 people lost their lives in this terrible disaster. The event was so shocking that it sent ripples of grief and fear through the entire nation. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the Mothman sightings ceased, but the legend lived on. Many in Point Pleasant came to believe that the Mothman was not just a random cryptid, but a harbinger of the impending disaster. The bridge collapse, they argued, was not an isolated tragedy, but a catastrophe foretold by the eerie sightings of the Mothman. This belief has since become a part of the local folklore, a chilling reminder of the year the Mothman cast its shadow over Point Pleasant. The Mothman, a chilling harbinger of doom or just a figment of collective fear? The debate continues, but the legend remains, etched into the memory of a town and the annals of mystery. Whether you believe in the Mothman or dismiss it as a product of mass hysteria, one thing is clear. The Mothman prophecies continue to captivate, chill, and intrigue. Now let's turn to a more recent phenomenon: the unsettling encounters with the black-eyed children. This phenomenon, which has proliferated in the late 20th century, is as chilling as it is baffling. Imagine, you're in a secluded area, or perhaps at your own home, when suddenly you're approached by a child or a group of children. They appear to be between the ages of 6 and 16, but something about them is off, deeply off. In every reported encounter, the witnesses describe an intense feeling of fear and unease that washes over them. It's not just their appearance, though, that is certainly unsettling. These children have pitch-black eyes, void of any white or iris. They're like pools of darkness, staring right into your soul. And it's not just their eyes that are disturbing. They ask for help or to be let inside your home. But the way they ask, it's not normal. It's almost as if they're demanding it, compelling you against your will. The stories surrounding these black-eyed children are as varied as they are unnerving. Some people believe they're spirits, trapped and lost, trying to find their way back. Others think they're extraterrestrial beings, trying to blend in. Still, some others believe they're manifestations of modern folklore, brought to life by our collective fears and anxieties. Each theory is as intriguing as the next, and yet none can definitively explain the existence of these black-eyed children. Despite the countless encounters, we can't say for sure who or what they are, and perhaps that's the most terrifying part, the not knowing, the uncertainty. The black-eyed children, a chilling enigma of our modern times. They remind us that there are still mysteries in this world, stories that defy explanation, and phenomena that challenge our understanding of reality. Are they real? Are they figments of our imagination? The answers remain elusive, shrouded in the shadows, just like the black-eyed children themselves. Our final story takes us back to the late 16th century and the mysterious disappearance of the Roanoke colony. Picture this: the year is 1587. A group of English settlers led by Governor John White decides to establish a colony on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what we now know as North Carolina. The settlers, full of hope and ambition, soon found themselves in a harsh reality. The challenges were manifold, from the scarcity of resources to strained relations with the local Native American tribes. As the situation grew dire, White made the decision to return to England, hoping to bring back much-needed supplies. However, fate had other plans. The Anglo-Spanish War was raging, and White was unable to return to Roanoke for 3 long years. Imagine his anticipation, his worry. His people were waiting for him, depending on him. And then, in 1590, he finally set foot on Roanoke Island once again. But what he found was not the thriving colony he had left behind, but an eerie ghost town. The settlers had vanished, leaving behind no trace of their fate. The houses were dismantled, personal belongings gone. It was as if they had disappeared into thin air. The only clue? A single word carved into a post: Croatoan. This cryptic message suggested that the settlers might have relocated to Croatoan Island, but there was no sign of them there either. Could they have been victims of an attack, a disease, or even supernatural forces? We may never know. The lost colony of Roanoke, a centuries-old mystery that continues to baffle historians and thrill-seekers alike. A story that reminds us that sometimes the most chilling tales are not those of ghosts or monsters, but of the inexplicable and the unknown. The lost colony of Roanoke, a tale that continues to echo through time, whispering of vanished settlers and a mystery unsolved.